Hi, and welcome again to Umbraco tutorials. Today we are going to do part 2 of this videos. So let's give small brief things what we have done with the previous video or the last video. So the last video we have give small introduction about Umbraco. Also we installed the Umbraco Visual Studio template to make the installation or creating Visual Studio template easy for us. Plus we installed the starter kit here, this one. So even there, it was very quick because we don't need to care about that one. Just the purpose of it to show you what we have there on Umbraco. So today in this video, what we are going to do, we'll talk a bit about the architecture and the model builder and the pattern we are using. So the pattern we learn how that pattern we are doing or the coding architecture, how we are doing that, we'll do it slowly in our videos. So, but first thing we need to go and pick one of the Bootstrap or any HTML template you want to do. You can pick from Bootstrap or anywhere. So we'll create the master and the other stuff. So this could be more than one video for them, but we'll do them step by step. The purpose of this videos is to learn and understand how Umbraco works. So let's go to Bootstrap. They have free templates. So I picked this one already. I found it the easiest one, and there is nothing made stuff. They are complicated or in the JavaScript or in the CSS. By the way, you will not do that much CSS or JavaScript, just basic stuff, because most of them they are ready for us. So after downloading that template, we'll find this files. So let's go. We see what we have there. So here it's important. Please spend your time and to understand how that template works. So this the three first folders you have to copy into your project, and that which project will create soon together. So here we have something called about page, contact page, and index and post. So why I'm saying take your time and to understand the template, because when you go to Umbraco, you need to understand which one is to be document type, which one I can do it as a view component or partial or yeah, there is many options, to be honest with you. So take your time and understand how you can do them. So I will stop here with this template now. I will go to Visual Studio to create our first project, or that project will work together and to create all this stuff in Umbraco with Umbraco. So let's go. We pick sorry, from here we pick Umbraco project, that template we installed together. I can find it here somewhere. Just next. So what we can call it Umbraco 10 blog. I will leave it in Umbraco folder, and that solution name, that's fine for me. So I will talk about the architectures maybe after this one straight away, just to make you aware what you can do with Umbraco. It's not just simple things or simple architecture. You can, if you know anything about the clean architecture, about the repository button or anything, any architecture, so you can apply them actually in Umbraco if you want to do that stuff. In our course, I will not do them. I will leave it simple, but you can do them. So what I mean with that, when I create something similar to the clean architecture or other stuff. So rather than I leave all my files in one project or here, I can create one more DLL library, class libraries. I can one for, let's say, the domain, one for the application, one more for the infrastructure. That's back to you. I saw many people they create two projects. So one called Umbraco 10 blog, let's say web. So also they create second one as a class library. They call it same project name Umbraco10.core, block.core. They store that all the customized code there. So if they have controllers, they have models, they have views, you can store them there. But I'll not make it for you hard here. I will just create small folder. Let's call it, let's suppose app underscore code. That's not the best approach, but easier for us because I don't want to go let's say too much on that stuff. So let's keep it small, and the purpose of this one, as we said, is just to learn about Umbraco. So here the project we have still empty. We have nothing here. So the only things we need is to just run the project, and we install Umbraco because we already add Umbraco 10 to the look at by default, not by default, because we pick that template. So when run this project, they will ask us to provide the database name plus the username you want. So while that one is running, let's create together the database we want. So let's say new database here, your local SQL server. Let's call it Umbraco 10 blog, maybe DB or DB. Like this. Remember this name and copy it and say OK. You have to make sure you are creating the DB. It should be somewhere there. Let's leave this one back here. So here the first screen, Umbraco, they are asking us to provide the name and the email and any password. Don't copy my password. 818. So here it's important to pick which SQL or which provider you want to install your database on. They have many options, but the default one will go to SQLite. Like we don't need that one. So we have already SQL server. So what do they have? Many options. You can use the Express one, the normal which we are using now, or Azure, or you can go custom. So let's pick this one. So here they're asking, what is your server name, IP or name or anything. So I use dot because this, I think it should represent the local host. Your database name, which we copy from there, we create already in the previous screen. So here they are asking us about that credentials. So if you have any credential, you can write them here. If you don't have, I will use the Windows one because I'm here only. The purpose of this one is just testing. So let's say now install. The good thing about Umbraco 10 is the installation is very, very quick. I didn't finish again my word and the installation is ready. With Umbraco 7, I think even 8 was a bit slow and long installation. They take a long time, to be honest. So here we are again in the back office. Nothing new for us. We should be familiar with this stuff. So our big working area will be in the content and will be in the settings. Nothing we need to use with packages because all the packages in Umbraco 10 they will be installed using nuggets. We don't need to use any other stuff. So now, as I mentioned before, I said please take your time, understand what you need to create. It's not just create for each page document type or data type. No, we have to understand what we need exactly. So let's back again to our template and we see what we have there as we mentioned before. So the important one is for us is the index file. So the index is representing the home page here. So we can straight away be back to Umbraco and we click on document type. They said give me a document type with template. We'll call it home. We can give icon if you want, and you can choose color. Where is it? Any color? Purple. Nice. You can say home page as a comment under that one. So the title is will be home page, and the document type for us will be, or the alias will be home. So what we are going to add in the home page here. So if we back again to the template, in the home page I should have a title for the home page or for the site and the home page. I should have many stuff here. But for now, I will not add anything. Why? I need to also again check it good and see which data is repeated, which data is I will use it once only. Same that title, it will be only used once, but that will be in each page they will use this one. So I need to think about something or solution to not create in each document type something called the site name. Plus under that, below that one, I create something called title. Also the meta, we can play with the meta. As I said, we will have video about the meta and we'll show you how we can do that stuff. Navbar should be in each page, so but how we can do that one. So here for now I will just save this one here. So by default I will we will create something for us here called template, which is empty for now and null layout. That's fine for us till now. So if I back to the home page now again, I go to the permissions. I need this home page to be the root of everything. The home page will be root for everything. After that, I can add the child under it. That will be very useful for us when we go to the content. So if I back again to content, if I go click on this three dots here, I will see the home page as a root. Then here, I click here now. I call it home and click publish and save. Straight away they will generate for you URL for it or links. Just take some time. So after this one, we need to build our layout. But how we can build it? So we'll use here ASP.NET Core 6 features to build the layout. I will not create the layout as a document type. I don't need to confuse you, but we'll see it together. So if I click on the link, so I will have empty one. I have nothing inside it. That's correct. I have no issue with it. So how can I add that template I download from Bootstrap inside this page? So I have two ways. I can do that using Visual Studio, or I come back to my setting page, home page here. I just add my stuff here. So let's back to the code in here. I will copy, to be honest with you, everything. After that, I will clean it or we'll do it together. So this should be the home page. And I'll click it like this. Nice. So we save it and we back to the front end. Is this will work? We'll check together. What will happen here? Working, but that's not everything we need. So we are missing the JavaScript files and the assets file from the main file there. So let's close this one and we go to our root and we go where we download that project before. Let's go to our we need these three files. Let's go reveal this one. I will copy this three files, which should be 1, 2, 3. So if I copy them and I go to my root and I add them here, that's my three files. We are doing okay, but still nothing. I want to say that everything's perfect, but we'll try to clean it together now. So let's go back again to we run the project and we see what we'll have there now. As you see now, we are seeing everything in perfect way in the front end, but in the back end still we have something messy there. What is that messy stuff here? Let's go to the back office. So the idea about Umbraco is to make your site dynamic. We don't need to repeat code many places or do like this. And as we said, we need to use the features from ASP.NET there, which is the master page or the layout page. So as you see, there is a repeated code in this one. Let's go back to the Solution Explorer here. What I said with repeated code here, you see, it's the whole page code I added in once. So if imagine if I create again the second page, which is the contact us, again same code repeated everywhere, and here in this one repeated. So let's think about something easier or better. Let's create a layout similar to what we do normally in ASP or master page to replace this stuff to not be always rendered in the same or we added in the same page. So how we can do that here? There is two approach. There is first approach. Some people they like to create here something called document type with template. They call it, let's say, master, or they call it layout. That's back to you. If you want to use it, you can use it. But I'm not saying that approach is good. Why? Because to be honest, most of the data will be stored in the home page, not in the master page with the template. Let's go do it together. If I talk about it more than this, it will be again confusing you. So what we normally do in ASP, so in ASP.NET Core, we have something called shared folder under the view. So under that, I can create something called HTML file. I can call it a layout. Where is it? So let's call it underscore layout. So what we have in this file, we are not doing anything new. We are doing something similar to, as we said, in ASP. So I will copy all the repeated code that between all pages will be in same code will be in all pages. So I think till this header here, I will cut it. What I did, I think I cut it, yeah. And I will add it here. And the rest of that one, it will be, I think, from footer till the bottom here. So I will add that one here. Still, I need something here to render this home page code, this piece of code, to be rendered and added it here. So when I go to home page, I will see the home page code. When I go to the contact us page, I will see the data from that page. So here we have to add something called render body. That render body means I will take the data or the HTML code from this page to be rendered in this one. Depend on which page I'm calling. Let's clean this one and let's hit this one. Control A, Control F. Nice. So the layout is fine. We are happy with the layout. If we run this one, 100% will get the issue there, saying to us the home page does not have any layout. We should have a layout here. We should assign which layout I'm running. You could have more than one layout. When, let's suppose, working with Bootstrap 2 or working with Bootstrap 5, depend on that. So here, just you need to say this is my layout, which it is should be underscore before it. They are automatically reading the path. It will be straight away in the shared. They will understand it, or ASP will understand it. Let's run this one. So here we are running the project without any issue. Let's go back to the back office here. What we have there. So maybe we can create one more document type to understand what we have done here. So here already we have only the home page. So if we go to our template, we have something called let's create this about. It's simple and nice, it should be. So let's close this one and we go to the document type. I wanna just create a folder for it. I call it about page in here. I will say it under this one, give me document type, because I need the document type for this about page. Yeah, let's say like this, that's fine. And I don't show here, we don't need an icon. Let's say about page. So we can give it a tab called content. So inside the about, let's back to the about template. What we have inside this page. If we run this page, let's go to reveal this one and let's say about page. So what we have in this about page here, we have only simple text. That's fine. So what we can say here, body text, let's say, or body content. So here I need, if I need to add that text there, I have to have a rich text editor, and I say submit here and save. So this is my page. It's the about page, but I have nothing in the template because they create automatically for me template. Before I go to the template, I need to go to the home page and add that about page under the sorry, yeah, not this one, not you, this one, to be child for the home page. That will be here in the content. But let's go first to the about here. Stay please, still saving here. So while this one saving, let's back to the Visual Studio Code in the about. So what we can do with this one? What is repeated here? So we have this section in the layout, and we have this section in the layout. So that means I need only here this one. Control C this one, and we go back to about template, or still saving. Nice, we have saved that one, and let's go to the about template. So as we said, what we need to pick from there, already I think we took it in the clipboard, so let's take it one more time. Let's say, make sure, Control X, that's fine, and we'll add it here, and I will say save. So I have everything now here, and something is happening here. I don't know what's that. It should be the database only sometimes taking a timeout. Let's say one more time. That's fine now without any error. So let's back now to the content, and we go to the root, which is home page. If I click on the home page, just need to refresh it. So now here, if we click on content, we'll go to the home page, and we'll see something called about page. So we click this one. So now here we'll create a new page called about. It should be rendered to the front end. So what we can add here, let's say for now, just test like this. So if I back to info, that generated URL for me. So as you see here, I'm not seeing anything here. I'm just seeing the data I add already in this one, which is here, this one only. I don't have any layout. So we need to add layout for this. So to be honest with you, this boring way always to add the layout here. So in the next video, maybe I'll show you how to remove the layout from everywhere. So by default, if you create the page, just add your code and that's it. You don't need to say which layout you want. So if we back again to our code here, and I refresh this one, I'm not seeing everything, but I'm seeing the layout. So what is the issue here with the layout? Let's go back to check in the console. We are saying all files, they are not exist. That means the URL in the layout is not correct. So which it is will be, which one? It was the style. I think we have to add the lambda with this one, and same for the JavaScript to be lambda. Let's say like this, and we'll add again, and we refresh it, and here we are. I think just the image, we can change it after, that's fine. So here we are now. We are seeing two pages. We have something called home page here, and you have everything in the home page, and we have something called also here the about page. But very quick, because the video is too long, to be honest with you now. So I'm seeing this data here. So how I can change, how I can get the data from my from the rich text editor I add here. Because I just wrote test, but I'm not seeing anything. I'm just seeing my static data. I add them by default in this template here. So what is repeated here, which is this one repeated here. Let's take copy from this one, Control X, and remove the rest from here. We don't need anything. Okay. So how I can call that rich text editor I add in my document type? I can say model dot something called text or body text was dot. Why am I seeing anything? Because this one is crazy one here, and that's back. We can add it where if I go to the settings, I back to my home page and the about page. So if I remove this stuff from here, I'll show you why we are not seeing anything under this one. So if I click model dot, it should show me something called body text here. But I don't know, body content, I think. By this, if I save this one here, if I back to my page and I refresh it, it's breaking everything. So why that thing happening here? I said we don't need to take a long time in this one because the layout is not here, and it's called line out, and save this one. Let's go again to this one, refresh. So we are seeing that what we wrote exactly in the and the rich text editor here. So if I say like this here now, this is my database name. So I didn't get any text, that's fine. So I say test, and we save this one and publish it. We back to here, and here we are. So that's it, I think, for this video. In the next video, I want to show you how to remove this red line from here, and we'll talk about the model builder, because this one model builder stuff. And also we will remove the layout from here. I don't want to add the layout in the top of this each page here, everywhere I add it. That will be ASP stuff. That will be for the next video. Also, we'll try to clean the layout. Still, there is many things here. We can make them as a partial. We can make them as a better code, let's say. See you in the next video. Ciao.